All right, so this lesson is on equations. So let's go ahead and get started. So for practice there, the warm-up, you have to combine like terms. You have negative 3k minus this 8k. Those are the like terms here. So I'm just going to circle those. And the minus 8k is like a plus negative. So combining those makes a negative 11k. And then minus 22. So all I did is put these two together, negative 3 and negative 8 is negative 11, and then the minus 22 comes down. And so we're going to continue with the solving a two-step equation. The opposite here is to add 22, so we're going to do plus 22 on both sides. So these, oops, I'm sorry, this part cancels. So bring down the negative 11k. You're going to add 11 plus 22, you get 33. This shows multiplication. The opposite is to divide. You're going to divide by negative 11 on both sides. And so you have 33 divided by negative 11. And so k is equal to negative 3. Now let's try that with the calculator. So we have the one side is 11. So I'll make 0 these out. So we're going to put this as y equals 11. And let me go home here so we can look at that. And then the next one, we're going to put exactly how we see it, negative, but we're going to have to use x, okay, because you can't put k. So negative 3x minus 22 minus 8x. So then you have to put y equals negative 3x minus 22 minus 8x. Just make sure I got that right. Yeah, 3x minus 22 minus 8x. Oops, all right, so we're gonna go, I'm hitting all the wrong tabs, I apologize. So let's go ahead and scroll down. We zoom out a little bit. We have actually, I'm gonna change this color of this one because black is, we're gonna hold it down. Let's go green. All right, so it's right here. So it's negative 3, you can see, is the solution to that, negative 3. That's what we got. Use the calculator, it's very helpful. All right, so here we go. Today I am going to solve a one variable equation with variables on both sides of the equal sign so that I can explain how to use the correct steps to solve equations. I'll know I got it if I can teach someone how to solve equations. Essential question, how do you solve equations with variables on both sides? So here we go, we have 2x plus 3 equals x minus 4. So you want to start by putting the variables on the same side. So we're going to work through this instead of putting it into the calculator. And then we'll do the next one with the calculator. So you need to get rid of this x on this side, so you subtract it. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Balance it. And so this is 2, and this is a 1 here. So 2 minus 1 is just 1. We can just write that as x. We still have the plus 3. This minus sign goes with it, so we're going to put negative 4 here. And so then we have plus 3, so the opposite is to subtract 3. What you do to one side, do to the other. This cancels. We're left with just x, and then negative 4, and negative 3 is negative 7. All right, so here is the next one, and I showed you on the steps here, putting this into the calculator. You put this side in, you put this side in. So we're going to do 12 minus 15 and 6 minus x. So let's do that. Y equals, hold on, 12x minus 15. Make sure you're using the letter, not the multiplication sign. And then 6 minus 3x. Y equals 6 minus 3x. It's right here. We didn't have to move it. So 1.4. So let me put this in here and see if it'll, yep, it'll change it to a fraction right there. 7/5. How about that? And so it's D. Easy peasy with that calculator. You just got to be careful and make sure you go through those steps. But please make sure you understand the process of solving equations. Oh yeah. So this one should look like this on the calculator, and this side should look like this. So let's try this together. 6 plus 8x over 2. So you have to be careful. Get rid of these. So we're going to do y equals, and we're going to put a fraction bar because on the top there we need to put 6 plus 8x. Okay, so look how it moves. So put it back up there. 6 plus 8x on the top, and then 2 on the bottom. Put it back in that box there. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and change that color. Let's do orange. All right, next one, we're going to put on this side 5x. So we're going to do y equals 5x. Looks like it's right here. There's our solution, 3. So x is equal to 3. Now I'm going to show you, just so you are aware of the steps, how to do this type of problem without a calculator. So this is divided by 2. We have to actually do that step first. The opposite is to multiply by 2. What you do one side, you have to do the other. What ends up happening is 2 divided by 2 is just 1. That cancels. So then we have 6 plus 8x. You multiply the 2 times the 5, just the coefficient. 2 times 5 is 10. All right, so I want to get combined like terms, so we're going to have to get rid of this 8x, bring it over here, so we're going to subtract since this is add. So the next step, subtract 8x from both sides. And we're left with just the 6, and then 10 minus 8 is 2x, and that shows multiplication. So divide by 2, and x is 3. All right, let's just go ahead and jump and use that calculator. So we have 3y plus 10 over 4, and you actually have to use x, okay? So just know when you're using this calculator, the variable always needs to be x. So on 3y or 3x plus 10 over 4. So let's do y equals, and I'm going to put my fraction bar. I forgot what it was. 3x plus 10, and then over 4. This needs to be plus 10 over 4. And then the next side is going to be 2x. Y equals, the reason you have to do this is just because of the graphing part, and so you always have to use x for the variable, and it's always y equals whatever it is. So here, solutions 2. Y is equal to 2. So just to show you the steps again on this type of problem, you're going to start by multiplying by 4, and that cancels this out. So we're left with 3y plus 10. You're going to multiply the 4 times the 2, and you get 8y. Now I want to bring 3y over here, so we're going to subtract 3y from both sides. Remember, what you do to one side, you have to do the other. This cancels. We're left with 10, and then 8 minus 3 is 5. That shows multiplication, so we're going to divide by 5. And voila, y is 2. Because 10 divided by 5 is 2. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and do a couple more here. So we're going to have a mystery letter here, or mystery word. So 6x plus 7, 3x plus 16. You can use your calculator, see if you can beat me in this recording by getting the answer before I do. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. I'm left with 7 I'm sorry, 3x, hold on, I have to go over 3x plus, ignore that, 7 is equal to 16. Then I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Then I get 3x is equal to 9, so x is 3 because you divide by 3 on both sides. Okay, I'm going to run through this one. So we're going to combine like terms, subtract 3y from both sides. Left with 4y minus 9 is equal to 19. We're going to add 9 to both sides. And we're going to get 4y is equal to 28. We're going to divide by 4 on both sides. Y is equal to 7. I forgot what we had here. We had B. We have A. All right, we're going to combine like terms here, subtract 8x from both sides. Then we're left with 6 plus 2x on the left and then 12 on the right. Subtract the 6 from both sides. I get 2x is equal to 6 divided by 2. X is 3. So that's C. All right, we have combining like terms, subtract the 3n from both sides. We still have that negative 4. The 5 minus 3 is 2n. And then we still have the 18 on the right side. So the opposite of negative 4 is to add the 4 to both sides. We're left with 2n. 18 plus 4 is 22. Divide by 2. N is 11. Okay, so we should have 4 letters. Let's see what they were. And this is the first one. So B, we have to do some solving here. So we have B. And y'all pause this. Anytime you need to slow down, just pause the video. C, and I forgot to write these down. What is the mystery word Mrs. Horton loves? Well, I don't know. What would that be? Oh, I totally did that wrong. So I need to write down the letter M. Use the code. A. Oh boy, it's T. And H. So it's math, of course. That's what I love. Y'all know that. I love math. So I want you to love it as much as I do by the end of the year, if you don't already. All right, so this is our week. Just please make sure you're doing these lessons each day. Complete the lessons. Don't just click through. If you come across any questions, reach out to me. You've got a couple of quizzes this week.